Hi guys. So in this video, we're going to set up MPLAB to have an MPASM project, uh, so that we could actually compile some ASM code instead of C like we did in last lab. All right. So what I'm going to do is just go through the project wizard just like we did last time, and keeping the same default microcontroller. However, this time what we're going to select is the MPASM tool suite, and you want to make sure that all of these are the paths for each one of them are pointing to the correct executable. All right, once that's done, let's just go and create a new project file. So what I'll do is create one called lab2, and as you can see, make sure to create a folder. I just want to name it lab2. All right, and then just stepping through until we're finished. All right. Next step is you want to make sure you have the correct device selected. Well, it should be, because we just stepped through the project wizard. And the configuration bits, as per usual, you want to just make sure these are the correct settings. Nothing new or different about this. It's exactly the same setting as last time. All right, so we now have the configuration bit set and also the correct target device. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into project and look at the build options. Now go into the MPSM suite and go and look at this piece here, which is the single file assembly projects. What we're going to do is generate absolute code. Now you could have skipped this step, but because when you try to build the project, it would probably prompted you as the one or the other. We're dealing with absolute code, which means that we're going to tell each instruction where it goes in program memory, as opposed to relocatable code where usually a script called a linker script on in MPLAB, which you can set up with the rules, will figure out where it wants to go and put the code. But in our case, we're not doing that. We're going to just give it some directives and generate some absolute code. Okay, that's about it. And last step now is I'm going to create a file, which I'm just going to save a blank file. So let's just save this as, all right, I just have to go back to where I saved the project. I think that's in my document somewhere. Here we go. All right. I'm just going to call it main.asm, save, and this is just blank, and it's going to add that created file. As all set up, this file is ready for you to type in any kind of code that you want to type in. That's about it, really. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.